That's all I got. Alright, guys, so I got enough questions here, I believe. I got them pulled up. This is my answers to my question and answer video that I posted a little bit ago. And hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's, again, please excuse the mess. I had to clean my fish tank today, so my chair's there, my water's there, there's an empty box right there. I got a lot of junk over here, so please excuse the mess in the room. Yes, that is Brave Max in his city mode. Right there. Right there is Fort Max. Yes, that's the Joker. Yes, that's Batman. Yes, that's the Armor Unleashed Iron Man 2. Yes, those are WWF belts. I'm trying to go through all the things that people have said. The comments and things. Yes, that's the Double Eagle belt from the early 80s, 90s-ish for WWF. That is the Attitude Era belt. That's Superman. I'm looking around my room and seeing what else I have that people asked about. That's about it. So, questions. First question comes from Ryan Halo 789. He wants to know where I got my iPhone case. Real simply. And that being, I'm looking at my thing here, that being this. I actually got this from the guy who runs Maybang.com. He gave that to me when I went in and I actually picked up the case for, or the encasement, I suppose you could call it, for Superman there. And then I got my Batman and Joker and Iron Man from him. And when I went in there, he knows that I like Transformers. He gave me the case. So there it is. I don't know. It kind of looks like Megatron with his mouth open, and inside of it is a Decepticon symbol. So, and that's blurry because my webcam does not focus, so I do apologize. He also asked for the real question was, do I like Marvel figures, comic or movies? And if I do I plan on reviewing some of them? The answer to that question is very simple. When it comes to Marvel, I really only like X-Men. That's really my biggest kind of comic book thing for Marvel that I like. I do like the Avengers. It's not something I'm really huge in. I have, but in terms of the figures that I collect, I have, and I don't show them, but it's over here. I have a big display of the Marvel Universe figures, the small 3 3/4 inch figures. I have all the X-Men that are out, I believe. I'm not missing anybody. I was going to say with the exception of, but I couldn't think of anybody that I don't have. So, and in addition to that, I have some of the Marvel Legend Build-A-Figures. For example, I have the Marvel Legend Sentinel and Apocalypse. My phone just vibrated. And hi guys, I'm far away. Apocalypse and Sentinel, and then I have the I think there's still the Marvel Universe Sentinels that are the big ones. One was the San Diego Comic-Con one, and one was just the regular one. So I do have those as well. I like them. I don't really review them. I don't really know why. It's just something that I've never really gotten into actually reviewing. So I don't think I would ever really kind of review them. I just kind of collect them. Then next question is from the Mayor 5000. Should I keep my Transformers in package, hoping in the future they will be worth more? Because I do have many Transformers and they are still in their box / packaging, and I really don't want to open them. What do I think? Honestly, I would probably say do what you're comfortable doing. I don't collect with the express desire to ever turn around and sell them, so I open up all of mine with the exception of my Batman Arkham City figures. Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. For some reason, I like the packaging on those a lot, so I actually have 2 sets. I have ones in the package, and then on my the Optibotimus channel, I actually did a what's on the Optibotimus shelf where I show all my Batman figures, and so I have a loose set and I have a box set. But I mean, you look around my room, everything is open, so I don't. It's really hard to say, and it's a matter of personal taste, I would probably say. So whatever you feel good doing. Bamboo 2, frequent user or visitor of my Ustreams. I thought I heard a rumor that Mrs. Optibotimus was going to do a review of her own. Is this true or not? Specifically a video review like I do. She is a very busy woman. She's a teacher, as a lot of you know, and it's not easy for her to sit down here. When she comes home, she wants to relax, so it's not easy to kind of get her into wanting to do reviews. I wouldn't mind. She's done a couple, but or maybe one or two, but it's not something that she really cares to do that much of. So I would probably say at this point in time, no, she's probably not going to do many. If she does, it's going to be the spur of the moment sort of thing. Let's see here. Next, I should have wrote these down better than just going through here. T-Former0607. Hey man, no offense, but honestly, on Ustream or on the comments, why do you get annoyed so easily? I understand it seems like you get the questions a lot, but as a fan of you, it just seems like you don't think we are all only human. Please don't block me. I enjoy your video. I'm not going to block you. Honestly, and people have asked me this a lot. It's really hard to kind of give you an answer to that without sounding like a douchebag. But I get asked a lot of questions. I get asked a lot of questions that I've already answered. I get asked a lot of questions that I've answered specifically in the video. If somebody asks me, where did you get this figure? I could tell you I got it at Toys R Us, but that's pointless unless you live in a Toys R Us near me. Or if you live by a Toys R Us that's near me. So it's, I mean, it doesn't really matter because what's released here in California may not necessarily be released yet in New York. So it varies from place to place. So, I mean, I get asked a lot of questions that really just kind of annoy me. There's a lot of lack of common sense, I'll say. There's a lot of lack of common sense that exists out there. And I was raised that if you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer. That's just how I was raised. Apparently kids aren't raised that way anymore, you know, or have the ability to look stuff up themselves. I mean, I understand and I appreciate that you guys come to me as a resource, but in the time that it took you to write a comment asking me a question, you could have typed that into Google and you could have gotten your answer instead of having to wait for me. So all I ask is that people use a little bit more common sense out there. It's not that difficult to do. So I tried to make that sound not as bad. Okay, let's see. Next question. Where did you get that Star Trek Communicator? By the way, I'm a Trekkie myself. That comes from Lamb8183. The Star Trek Communicator I actually bought at a local shop. It's called Fat Collectibles, PHAT Collectibles.com. It's actually a really good store. I know they have it online, an online store. I don't know if they have any more of those communicators, but that's where I got that. Boston Bob 2112 wants to know, what is your most rare and most favorite Transformer in my collection? Well, my most rare is not necessarily my most favorite. My most rare probably would be Fort Max. That's probably the rarest. My hat is probably rare because I got it at Universal Studios. My most favorite Transformer in my collection. I have a lot at different times. Right now, my favorite is probably the Deluxe Class Evac, which I did a review of, so go and check that out just a couple days ago. That's probably my most favorite right now. It varies from time to time. That's all I can really say. Let's see. Some Get More. Interesting name. Okay, so Optibotimus, what is your favorite Transformer Prime character, and what character would you like to see appear on the Transformers Prime from any Transformers series? My favorite character on Transformers Prime right now, I would probably say Ratchet? Probably Ratchet. I really do like Bumblebee. But I think Ratchet's probably my favorite. What character would I like to see in the series? I would love it if they brought some of the big city bots into it. Metroplex, Triptychon, maybe a Fort Max, Scorponok, things of that nature. I would love to see big giant robots. I mean, I love Unicron. I love how they incorporated him into the series already. I think it was a little bit premature. But I like seeing big Transformers. Let's see. Mr. R-Man 117 reviews. Dear Optibotimus, I love your reviews and have been a fan for years. Thank you very much. I have one question. Do you collect any of the Marvel Legend line? And if so, could you possibly do a review of it? As I said, I only have really the Marvel Universe figures. The only Marvel Legend ones that I have are the Build-A-Figures. And I probably won't be reviewing those anytime soon. I apologize. Let's see. Liam the Great, another frequent messenger of mine, a big fan of his. Well, I mean, whatever. I notice in your reviews you never and or have any dead air. Do you script or make notes for what you're going to say? I actually don't. I don't script anything. I don't write anything down. I like free-forming it. A lot of times, in the past, I've been criticized for not scripting things because I'll tend to repeat things over and over again. That's just because I talk a lot. But it's not something that I like to do because I like it being off the cusp. I like it being honest. Whatever comes to my mind at the time is what I want to say and what I want coming across on the camera. The ums and ahs, I try to minimize those as much as possible. They sometimes still get in there, but it's not as bad. I think I've been doing this since 2007, so I think I've gotten a little bit better with it. There is a lot of times where if you actually do come to a Ustream of mine, there are times, several times actually, that I will actually, I just did, there's several times where I will do live recordings of videos. Like, for example, if I was going to do this guy, if I was going to review him, what you'll notice is that I'll be doing it on camera, and I'm like this, although it's reversed. So I'll be doing it la 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 la, you know, transforming them, la 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 la, and I'll say stuff, and then I'll pause. And I'll think about what I want to say, and then I go in to say it. And then in my editing process, I cut that blank space out, so it seems more seamless and like my thoughts are flowing a little bit better. So that's how I get that. Grimwolf 100. If Hasbro made new articulated headmasters, do you think they would be a hit? He does. Grimwolf, I really think that they probably would, but it would require some actual like a cartoon to kind of introduce people to it, because not a lot of people are familiar with what headmasters or the target masters are, so it would need some kind of new material to kind of help bring new fans into that. But I think it would do pretty well. What is your favorite thing to collect besides Transformers or Legos? Ironically enough, I just showed you a Lego. That came from Tony Stewart Rocks, number 14. My favorite thing to collect besides Transformers. I got a lot of Transformers. Some of my favorite stuff would be the Batman figures. And I like a lot of the NECA toys stuff. I have a lot of their stuff. Wait, where's it at? That shelf right there are all Terminator figures from NECA. On my shelf over there are all Predator figures from NECA. So I have a lot of those, and those are probably my next favorite in terms of like an adult collectible sort of thing. So that's what I would do. Let's see. Next question. Do you collect also other figures like comic book heroes, Marvel Legends, DC Universe? Yeah, see, that's the same kind of question as before. Because I really enjoy seeing reviews of those. I know there are a lot of people on YouTube doing it, and that's part of it. VXCV2 asked that question, and he says he's a big fan, so thank you very much. A lot of people do it, so I don't really think that I need to do it. I know a lot of people would probably like my perspective on it, but I'm just not really all that interested in doing them. So, sorry. How do your parents and friends feel about you collecting Transformers at the age of 30? Well, I'm actually 33. And being on YouTube at that age. I do not mean to offend you by this. I asked Sean Long the same question. This came from Sly Ninja 4444. What are my parents and friends? Well, a lot of my friends do the same kind of thing, so I don't think my friends care all that much. My family actually think it's kind of cool. I mean, at first they're kind of like, what? And they're kind of put back by it. They're like, huh? But it's you know, my source of income. So it's cool that I get to play with toys and review toys and stuff and actually get paid to do it. So they might think it's kind of weird, but I think they kind of accept it. Let's see. And Steffo Shark kind of asked me a question like that. He said, what do I do for a living? This. So there you go. Mr. Cartoon Lover 777 asked, "Are you a brony?" Those are, I'm guessing those are male fans of My Little Pony. I'm really not. It's I have nothing against it or anything, but I don't watch it or anything of that nature, so I can't say if I'm a fan of it or not. So probably wouldn't. Action Fan 19, would you think it'd be too preachy if I asked you to check out my question and answer video? I wouldn't say it's preachy, but what? Next question. I can't even say this. ELYK 129. Yes, 5 questions. Do you play Assassin's Creed? No. Do you plan to review Masterpiece 10? Yes, I do. And the reason why it takes so long, a lot of people ask me to do it, is it's a bigger figure and I have a lot of stuff that I want to get done first. A lot of stuff that I've had recorded for a very long time before I move on to do something big, such as a Masterpiece figure. What do you think of the new Masterpiece Sideswipe, Red Alert, and Soundwave? I think they're fantastic. The prices on them actually agree with me pretty well. I like them, so I'm looking forward to them. What's your favorite Dark of the Moon figure? Probably right now the Jetwing Optimus Prime. I really like that one. Which Viacon is better in your opinion? I have to sneeze. Thank you for all you people that said bless you. Which Viacon do I think is better, the first edition or the RID? I think the RID is a better looking robot mode, but I think the first edition has a little bit better of a vehicle mode. George Bush asked me a question. Mr. Optibotimus, it's me, the ex-president. That's a terrible impression. Now I want one of them there car robot guys. By that I Transformers. Which leader do you recommend the most? Leader Sentinel Prime, Leader Ironhide, Leader Starscream. Please reply. Please reply. I can't make up my god-darn mind. Thank you, and God bless America, and God blue Optibotimus. That's odd. My favorite leader class Transformer is probably the Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. Very closely followed by Ironhide. Holy crap. I asked for not long stuff, but I'm trying to read. This dude sent me like a long message. Yugisr, Yugisr. I can't read through all that to do it. Sorry. The Spawn 117. Have you ever watched Doctor Who, and have you ever heard of Warhammer 4000? No, I've never watched Doctor Who, and I've never heard of Warhammer 40,000. Sorry. Which Starscream character-wise is your favorite, G1 or Armada? Figure-wise. That comes from Missing No 40. I don't know the Armada figure, so I have to go with the G1. Multi-Video Watcher 99. Say, your Ask a Question video earlier and wanted, or saw, I'm guessing you meant saw your Ask a Question video earlier, and wanted to ask, because this has been on my mind for a while, but what was or one of your biggest blunders while doing a review? I have no clue. I've done well over 600 videos. I have no idea, and most of the times when they're blunders, I just edit them out, and then I don't ever remember them. Well, you know what? I could probably actually remember one of them, and people actually do like it a lot. On my Transforming Wally figure review, I broke his head off in the review when I was trying to pull it out. That if you search my Transforming Wally, it's there. It's an older video, bad quality, but it's hilarious, and I screamed like a little girl when I did it because I thought I broke it. I was able to fix it, but it's still kind of funny. Narutoku 93. Hope that's how you say your name. Just curious as to what's going on with the Optibotimus channel. I've actually stopped posting videos on there because I've kind of stopped working out. I know that's pretty bad, but I just got lazy with it. There's no excuse for it whatsoever. I'm hopefully going to be starting it again. I'm going to start from the very beginning and just go through it. I got 2/3 of the way through it, and just kind of got. Once you stop, it's hard to get going again, and it's kind of terrible. Plus the actual channel itself was very disappointing for me. A lot of people subscribed, but nobody ever bothered watching the videos, and that really kind of bothered me after a while. A lot of people that did watch and supported it for a very long time, all the way through, I thank you very much. Hopefully you're watching this, and you guys will leave comments and things of that nature, but I just always saw it as being kind of a failure when like 800 people would have, when they subscribed to the channel, only 200 people would be watching the videos. It's a waste in my time. Why bother subscribing to it if you don't plan on watching something? So there you go. Tinker Thought X would like to know, if you were a character in Beast Wars, what would your animal mode be and why? Bear. I'd be a bear because I'm big, like a bear. That's all I got. No Fear 238. What website do you order most of your toys from? Like, do you use TFSource, BigBadToyStore.com, Hasbro Toy Shop, etc.? Honestly, I most of the stuff that if I order something online, it comes from KapowToys.com or .uk or whatever it is. You guys know Kapow Toys. They're based in England. They're very good. They're a very good company. Typically speaking, they get a lot of stuff way earlier, like a week or two earlier than Big Bad Toy Store or TF Source. They're a wonderful company. The owner, Andy, is a top-notch guy who I'm a very good friend with, and I'm very hopeful that if I go to Auto Assembly next year, that I'll get to meet a lot of those guys, including Andy, and hang out with them. So, oh, my eye itches. So definitely Robot Kingdom, or not Robot Kingdom, Kapow Toys, guys. Kapow Toys, check them out. Well worth it. Thunderbot would like to know, have you seen the Lego Marvel sets? If so, do you like the Marvel sets or DC sets better? I've seen the Marvel sets. I have the Batman DC sets. I have all the Batman ones. I've seen them. I really don't have an opinion on them that much. I mostly because I haven't played with them. The DC sets, the Batman ones that I have, are phenomenal. I absolutely love those. Let's see. Roll and 8900 or 89 0, but yeah, whatever. How do you come up with all the money to buy the stuff you make for your reviews? Will you please make it a video and put it on your channel? What? Make a video of how I make money? I make money basically, as you guys watch my videos, advertisers put commercials on my videos. They work with me and I get paid from those. So that's how that works. It's all through AdSense. Nuclear Bugman would like to know what my opinion of the Unicron trilogy was, and honestly, I've always heard that it sucked. I've seen a couple of them. The animation looks bad. The story is just really kind of loopy and kiddish. I'm not a fan of it. So that hopefully that answers your question. Transformers Guy 1000 would like to know what my favorite episode of Transformers Prime is. Favorite episode of Transformers Prime. I don't know. I really like the episodes with Unicron, when Unicron came into it. That was cool. It's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite. It's a little series, but I like it. Will you get Stryker Prime and review him since you have Jetwing? That's emerk111. Probably not. Mostly because it's just the, you know, like a shield and stuff. I don't think it's worth it. Let's see. Crazy Jeffy. Hey, Mr. O. I remember you. Will there be a Ustream Friday? Ustreams are usually on Saturdays. If you follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/TeamBotimus or on Twitter at twitter.com/Optibotimus, if there's a change in the schedule, I will let you know there. Also, all the links for the shows are put there, so all you have to do is click on the link when I post it, and you'll come to the show. Zizzle Rizzle 8707 been subscribed since around 2007. Oh, old time watcher, very cool. And you're one of the people who inspired you to do reviews. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say. What got you into Transformers? When I was a kid. It was an action cartoon that boys liked. What's your most hated Transformer character? Ooh. Hated Transformer character. I really don't know. That's really tough. I honestly couldn't tell you. Sorry. What do you think outside, or what do you do outside of playing/watching hockey and reviews? I mean, lately I've been really kind of wrapped up with my fish tank. I've enjoyed having my fish. Let's see, what else? I don't really have much of a life now. That's about it. Sorry, I'm not more entertaining. I mean, I'm married. I have my wife. We like watching TV. We watch the Food Network a lot. I've become quite an expert at it. That's really kind of it. I don't play video games or anything like that. Chuck Dog, 1999. Compare and contrast Shakespeare's definition of tragic hero in Hamlet and King Lear. Use quotation sites. Use quotations and cite your sources. No. Lost Seven Spirit. It's however you take it. I see that you posted the what? I don't. Oh, that I don't think that's anything he's asking me. Super Spider-Man 1. Hello, I thought about it and decided my one question. What was your first Transformer? I don't mean as a collector. I mean ever. That's a very good question, Ben. That's a very good question. I honestly do not remember. Gotta remember, I'm 33. I started watching Transformers when I was a kid. I honestly couldn't even tell you what my first one was. Patrick GT Official asked about was asking about the Optibotimus channel. I kind of answered that before, so there you go. Gamebusters 1211, sup man? If you like Transformers, I'm selling mine. What do you got? I'll take a look. What's the oldest Transformer in my collection? Cree Dalen would like to know the oldest one in my collection. Oldest one that I've personally had? The oldest one that I've personally had is probably the Pretenders. No, it's over here. The Pretenders Bumblebee. I just have the Bumblebee figure now, but it's like up there or something. That's probably the oldest one. And then G2 Grimlock. Maybe G2 Grimlock's even older. But those are the only ones that I still have from when I was actually a kid. Everything else is gone. The Scarecrow Stare, which is scary. What was a franchise you loved before Transformers for you? He-Man, Thundercats, Mask, Gundam. Surely there's something else out there. Well, you got to remember Thundercats, He-Man, Mask, all that came out around the same time. So I can't really say that I liked any of those before Transformers. They were all around the same time. But He-Man, Mask, and Thundercats are all ones that I did enjoy watching. Mask was kind of like Transformers without actual Transformers, if you know what I mean. Gundam, and I never watched Gundam. Saber 1080 would like to know, what was it that got you back into collecting? And if it wasn't for that catalyst, do you think that you would still be collecting today? Honestly, I probably wouldn't. What actually got me back into it was the Michael Bay movies. And a lot of people want to complain about Michael Bay, but he got me back into Transformers. And got a lot of people into Transformers again. So, the movies can't be all that bad, huh? But without those, I probably wouldn't be collecting. I'd probably still be doing my regular suit job and having to go to an office every day and not like it. It sucks. Let's see. Brandon 672008. Hi, I came across your channel and I like your videos. I was wondering if you wanted to do a... Never mind. Skip. Decom Prime. I guess my question might be hard to answer, but I'll ask it anyways because you never know. Well, I am truly new to YouTube and have my own channel that I am trying to start up. I have a few videos up, but we'll have more later on. My question is from a fellow YouTuber. How does one get a good size of subscribers? In other words, what should I do to get really known and build my viewer list? I've answered this kind of question before. What you need to understand is that there are a lot of people that are doing reviews now. You have to stand out differently than all of them, whatever you have to do. And it can be anything. Some people buy early Transformers months in advance, and that gets them their attention. Some people dress up like Batman and run around. Some people do that, and that gets them a lot of attention. I mean, it really is whatever. You have to find your own thing to stand out and make people want to come and see you and be like, hey, what's he got that's new this week or this month or whatever. The other thing would be consistency. If you're going to do a video, if you're going to do videos, you need to do them on a constant basis. Otherwise, people are just not going to bother with you anymore. If you're not putting out new material, what's the point? So they're going to go away. Oop. And that's really about it. So hopefully that helps you out. What car do you... I'm not telling you what kind of car I drive. Demon Man They. Okay. My name is Marcel from Hanover, Germany. And my question is, what is, in your opinion, the best figure that you have? Best figure that I have... Again, right now, my favorite, like, say, Transformer is Evac. Non-Transformer, it's probably the Armor Unleashed Iron Man right now. I think it's absolutely awesome. Love that thing. Let's see. The Sci-Fi Guy 100. Did you collect Star Wars toys when you were a kid? No. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because then I would have Star Wars toys all over the freaking place. Vector Prime 2007. Are you planning to do any Halo figure reviews? No. People have asked me that before. I only review things that I know about. And I don't know anything about Halo. I'm not a gamer. I don't play video games very often, especially online games such as Halo and things like that. So I won't review anything that I don't know anything about just because it's popular or whatever. I skip on it. I don't know anything about it, and it comes across as fake. My good friend Arno. This is for you, my good friend. Let's see. Good day to you as well. Hopefully you're having a good time. This Arno has been a friend of mine since back in the beginning. Back since I started doing this. He would like to know, where's the reviews of the WWE belts that you see here in the background? I haven't done reviews of them. They're just belts. Would you consider a re-review of Masterpiece Megatron? I know what you're getting at. I still remember that challenge. Don't you forget. I'm not answering you. I'm not going to do your next question because that's a little bit more personal. We can talk about that later on. Did Twilight make vampires gay and werewolves? Yes. Yes, it did. This Friday, Sincera or Sincare returns to WWE. I don't know who that is exactly. I don't know. And do I like the Twilight movies? No. I never seen them, so I can't tell you. Let's see. And that's about it. So thank you very much, Arno. Guy cracks me up. Gage McCale Hey man, I love your videos. I'm new to collecting Transformers, and I was wondering what is the best Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Starscream out there? I can't even answer that because there's so many different versions of them. it really kind of depends. I mean, the best Optimus Prime could, you know, to one person might not be the best to someone else. So that's really hard to answer a question like that. There's so many. So I can't answer it. I'm going to go to the next question. Random Studios FM. Would you rather be run over by 50 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? This is the most important question that anyone will ever answer. I would prefer to not to be run over by anything. Anything. But a horse-sized duck. It's a big-ass duck. Probably not. Probably wouldn't like that. Zebra Hornet, again, is talking about the WWF belts. I was wondering if you had any other titles in your collection. Just the Double Eagle and the Attitude belt. Review them. Yeah, I'm probably not going to review them, guys. So I'm sorry. 012061. Hi. I want to know, do you have Transformers Cybertron figures, and will you review them? So, I honestly don't even know what they are. I have Vector Prime. I think he's from something like that. I have a couple RID figures. I don't think that's part of it. But no. Sorry. Let's see. Alex30059. If you have a choice between Transformers Prime, RID, Ratchet, and Wheeljack, which one would you choose? I hate it when people ask me questions like that. I really honestly do hate questions like that because it's my personal opinion. Personally, I think that the Wheeljack figure is better. Ratchet is a very solid figure, but why not get both? Get both. Let's see. Joe's Films says, hi, Optibotimus. I'm a huge fan and would like to ask you a question. I know you probably get loads of these messages from fans, but it would be appreciated if you replied. So here's my question. When you review a Transformer toy, where do you get them from? I get most of mine from Amazon or eBay, but are there any other good online stores that sell them? Like I said, you know, locally, Big Bad Toy Store, TF Stores, they're good sites. I'm a big fan though of the Kapow toys. Other than that, like retail figures, I usually buy at retail, Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, things like that. Let's see. Hi, this is my question for you. When did you first become interested in collecting all the wonderful toys you have? The Kaz 194. In 1997 or in 2007, I got back into collecting. I was never really a collector before I was a kid, so I played with them and stuff. But as a collector, it was 2007 with the movie that I got back into it. Ultra Convoy Prime. When did you start properly collecting? There you go. I answered your question already. Mr. Mario Ferrero. Will there ever be a new Anniversary Optimus Prime MPO1? I have no idea. I'm not Takara, I'm not Hasbro. I don't know. Let's see. Commander Z ×2. Cool name. I noticed that you have a lot of natural light pouring into your room through the windows behind you. Do you not worry about your collecting being degraded by ultraviolet light? I think that most people aren't sending personal messages due to how difficult it is to find. Oh, yeah, that's kind of a pain in the butt. I do have a lot of light coming in here. These glass cases that you see actually protect against ultraviolet light, so those are safe in there. Same with the case over here. These figures that you see kind of up on the top here, I don't really care too much about. Those are just Star Wars or Star Trek figures from Deep Space Nine. Don't really care too much about it. And the way that the sun comes in, it kind of hits. It's so hard to. It hits over on this side, and there's nothing directly in the sunlight at any point in time. So I'm not too terribly worried about that kind of thing. Miko, M-I-K-A-O 128. Hi, Optibotimus. First of all, I really enjoy all your reviews to the Transformers Prime toy line. Given that I don't watch video reviews that often, that probably doesn't mean that much. But yeah, no, that actually does mean a lot, so thank you. I was wondering if you're going to review the upcoming Transformer Prime Weaponizer Optimus Prime toy. I probably will. I've seen some pictures. I think I saw part of a video review already. Wasn't that impressed with it, to be honest, but I'll probably review it. J Trek would like to know, since you're a Star Trek fan, what do you think of Hasbro getting the license to produce the new line of Star Trek figures, roleplay, Creo, etc.? And could you show us some of your Star Trek collection? I can try and show you some of my Star Trek collection. I'm actually kind of excited about it because it could mean like ships like this. I mean, this is Lego in Star Trek form. That would give you something that. Oh, there's my camera. Shoot. There's ships. There are ships right there. You can get ships like that. Curse you, tiny camera! It's gonna fall. I know it's gonna fall. I'm watching it to see if it's gonna slide down, and I think it is. You stay right there, camera. Okay, so that's my Star Trek shelf with my Star Trek ships, and I'm excited because Creo, we could get those, so that's very cool. Do I like Jurassic Park? I think that's what it is. AutoCon62, what's going on, my friend? First of all, I'm a fan of your videos. Thank you very much. And if I ever have a problem transforming one of my figures, I go to your channel first to see if I'm doing anything wrong. I am honored. Thank you. Anyway, I was wondering if you enjoy collecting Jurassic Park figures as I do. I did see the Jurassic Park Raptor on your shelf in one of the videos, and actually I still have it. It's hard to see, but it's right somewhere back there. He's hiding on top of my Blu-ray player. I actually don't collect them. I've wanted to, but I don't know. It's hard to find some that I really like, and they're kind of expensive at some, sometimes. And I want the best, most accurate looking, so it's hard for me to know because I don't know a lot about them. I don't know which one's the best. So I'd like to collect them, but I can't. Let's see. What else do we have? Flipping through. Evac. That's kind of winding down. Apparently. Alternatives, no certain. Okay, I was joking. People ask, am I gonna review the Star Hammer, which I did get. It's over there. I have it. Let's see. DC Yellow Duck. Hello, Paul. I'm a Chilean Transformer fan. Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that I reached all the way down there to Chile. I saw your video today. I did not see it before because my internet connection has been failing these days. Anyway, I would like you to answer this question. I'll do my best. Do you think that the three Transformers live-action movies were a good contribution or a bad input into the Transformers universe? I'm obviously not speaking at a monetary level. That is a very good question, Duck, DC Yellow Duck. I think that it had a tremendously positive influence on the Transformers brand, I should say. Monetarily, it did phenomenally, obviously. But from a lot of collectors and stuff, what a lot of people don't understand is that these movies are not made just for us as collectors, which is why it made so much money. You need to have a mass appeal to the world, not just Transformer collectors, not just Transformer fans. So it's a very delicate balance, and I think Michael Bay did a good job of it. Now, that doesn't mean that I thought Revenge of the Fallen was a good movie. I did not think it was a very good movie. I enjoyed the movie still. I just go to have fun. I didn't sit there and nitpick at every little part of it that didn't seem to make sense. I just sat back, and had a good time. Just enjoyed the movie. That's all I did. I ate some popcorn, I drank some soda, had a good time. And, in terms of a contribution, it brought a lot of new fans into the Transformers universe that, as kids, may grow up to be me and still have that same love for Transformers. It created in my opinion, it created a new G1. I'm G1. I grew up with the G1 Transformers. A lot of people came into it when Beast Wars started. A lot of people then came into it when Armada and Cybertron and all that stuff or whatever, when those came into it. the movies brought in a new generation of Transformer fans, and for that I'm very grateful. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. Let's see what else. G1 Triptychon would like to know how many Transformers do I have in my collection. I honestly have no idea. I have no clue. I've never sat down and counted. Maybe I will one day when I'm bored. When did I start collecting action figures such as Transformers? Kind of answered that. Reviews. Grab Zags. That's weird. My name is Kristen, and I work for Grab Zags. I don't know what that is. Oh, they are a blind packaged Marvel comic-based toy. We'd love to sponsor a review / giveaway for your website / YouTube if you're interested. You can check them out at facebook.com/grabzags. I don't know. That's the first time I'm seeing this. So if you guys want to see me do some reviews of Marvel comic-based, I mean, I like Marvel. I mean, like I said, I mean, X-Men's kind of my thing, but I mean, I still enjoy, you know, other Marvel things. So let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see me do this, and I'll reply back to this Kristen chick. That's a truck. That's a truck going by. Let's see. And that's it. That's it, guys. So, there you go. What did I do? 46 minutes. If you guys sat and watched the whole thing, thank you very much. But I enjoyed it. Now, I know a lot of people left me comments on the video and asked me questions, but I believe I said that I wasn't going to answer those, and if I do, I'll probably just answer them in the comments down there. So if you wanted me to answer a question on camera, you had to send me the message. And I know it's kind of hard to do. Somebody said that it's a little bit harder to do, but all you have to do is go to my channel, my actual main channel, like Optibotimus.com, or YouTube.com/Optibotimus, like the actual channel page, and there's a thing on there that says just send me a private message or whatever, and that's what you do. So hopefully I answered some of your questions. If I didn't, I apologize. But I went through all the ones that I had here, and I got them. So not a lot of questions. 48 minutes, I guess that's kind of, or 47 minutes, I guess that's kind of cool. A lot of questions in the comments though, but I got to a lot of those. So that's about it, guys. And it's now 5:15, which means it's hockey time. Hockey's coming on. So Kings are up 2-0. Coming here to Los Angeles to play Game 3, so I'm going to go watch that. And until next time, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.